time and we're wasted. Got no plans for the night. I love how you look at me, feeling low, nothing to lose. Can we say it tonight? Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind, hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. We were on top of the world, had time that we wasted. We were young and so dumb. I knew that you were the one, played our songs all the time. Can we say it tonight? Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't come back. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind, hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. You know that I don't wanna feel this way again. So let's pick up the pieces that we left unsaid. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind, hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again.
Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need to remind me, feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do, I got a lot to do, I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud, how I made you scream like a cockatoo. Turn the pussy wave by the shoulder rest with the cockatoo. What you expect, how I forget these thoughts of you. Don't need no reps, I'm in the jet, gon' fly the coop, fly the coop. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my place. Shawty, don't play that game.
Hey, what's up, beautiful people? How y'all doing? Welcome to another amazing day of this Clatter of Clans. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at where several different teams are landing for now. How y'all doing? Welcome today to another amazing day. So, just so we put it out there, I've been having some technical difficulties with my sound. I'm not too sure what it is. I'm thinking it could be numerous amount of things. I've changed my wire. I've done everything possible, but the sound coming into the game is still a bit weird, and I've been having this issue for some days now. So I'm not 100% sure about the sound yet. But we'll just keep using it. If it sounds okay for you guys, do let me know. But for me, what I'm hearing is a bit weird. It's a bit off. Okay, what I'm hearing is a bit off. But let me know if it sounds okay for you guys. Then, you know, I might not pay too much attention to it. I might not bother as much as I am right now. But because I want to always give quality when it comes to my video, my sound, and everything, I'm always, you know, trying as much as possible to optimize as much as I can. All right. All right, so you see several different teams are pretty much just lined up in different regions. I do think that Severny, all right, no one came to Severny this time around. It does look like the Habitual boys have decided, you know what, we're not going to contest it with ATROX this time around. They gave us a run for our money yesterday, so today we're just going to go up on our own. I do see WR not too far away from a team right there. I do believe that that team is the ICE. It is Hera, actually. Alright, just like this. Oh, I'll probably disconnected. Fresh meats right here. Fresh meats. Fresh meats. Fresh meats. Fresh meats. Who's going to chop this fresh meats? Oh my goodness. Alright, I just want to check out the stream. Check if everything is okay. Man, today's stream was just like, you know, I was so busy. Alright. No one has gotten that kill. Hey, Robert, I see you right there. I see Vibe Gaming. What's up? How y'all doing? Today, I'm doing an experiment today. Okay, I'm not sharing the stream anywhere. I'm not sharing anywhere. I'm letting. I want to see how many people come to the stream by default. You understand? Like on their own by default. Like who comes to the stream on their own without me doing any sharing, posting on WhatsApp, saying hey, join the stream, all those stuff. Like who just sees that hey, we've started and just comes. Okay, so make sure you turn on your notification because that's what I want to do from now on. I don't want to invite anybody. I want us to start to build a habit of coming to the stream without being reminded that there's a stream. All right, we need to start to build good habits towards watching our local streams. Okay, we shouldn't be reminded all the time. You know that there's gonna be a stream. Come on board and watch it, else you miss it live. You miss it live and you're not part of the conversation. Try as much as possible to be part of that conversation. Join the stream anytime that you can. Alright? Alright, so let's see that. We may have less people watching today because people are so used to me sending messages out, telling them, hey, come and join, come and join. But not today. Not today. But today, it's just simply, hey, you know what? If you made it here on your own, then you're one of the few premium guests for today. Alright? Alright, so we do have the ladies from Blue Tides not too far away from another team. I do believe it's NAVI. And knowing NAVI, they're of the habit sometimes of just pulling up on a team like that. You know, I see Senior heading towards the direction that's pretty close to Blue Tides. And at any given moment in time, they might be clashing. So I'll be curious to see if that actually does happen. I do see Black driving across them, not too far away. He doesn't move onto those buildings, but now they're beginning to take on some shots, and it may just happen. You can see Senior's HP is pretty much low, has been taken down a bit. Oh, it does look like WR is in a fight. Yeah, let's get that, let's get that, let's get that. One of the players has already been down. It's China. Ah, God. Guys, I don't know what it is, but I might have to reinstall my system. Maybe I won't stream for some days and try to solve this problem because I actually don't know what it is. I can't really tell what's up with my sound. Like, it's really troubling me. What I hear is really bad. I'm not sure what you guys are hearing, but hopefully when we do get into a fight, we'll be able to tell. All right, we do see some of the guys from INT now approaching HQA. I do believe one of the guys have already been taken down. Now, are they going to take this fight? Or are they going to decide, hey, you know what, we're just going to pull out of it, get out of that space? So let's take a look at BT as well. All right, then they're not taking it. Ooh, but you can see Report GG pulling up really close to the boys from Eyes right there. Ooh. Alright, his HP is pretty low. One of the players, Schnitz, gets a knock right there onto an in player, but that made perfect right there onto Report GG's position and does take him down. Oh, Jesse says it's fine. No, Jesse says it's fine. And someone else says the sound's like 85%. Alright. It's still not perfect, you know. Like for me I'm looking for perfect and it's still not there. There are several issues I think it is because my laptop doesn't have a normal USB-C port. So yeah, I'm using this external adapter. So it may be that adapter that has the issue. It may be. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, that nade's definitely gonna take him down. But if that doesn't do the work, he's gotta come out. But he does get a knock. But the support coming in from Skinny does provide another alternative. Now it's just two players from Eyes. Report GG is down already. But can Skinny provide that support that his team does actually require? Two players about to go head to head versus each other, and that knock and that support coming in the corner. We also see Blue Tides and Navi finally getting into a fight right there. I do believe it's just one player left for INT, and it's been mutual assured destruction on both ends. It is two players going at each other. We do see Wise probably trying to get out of that position. Whew. Yeah. Jesse said the first couple of viewers came on their own. Yeah, I wanna try to create that good habit where it's like we start to build you know. Woo! Check it out. Why's getting that knock right here? So it's now a 1v1, and it's just all down to Skinny, whose HP is really, really low. His HP is really low. That nade's definitely for sure going to do something good, and boom! That's take him out. And whew, man, I have to get myself some water. Okay, I'm gonna try and put on another fight. And then I'll go get some water. It does look like Navi and Blue Tide had some. Yeah. I mean, it was destruction on both ends because it's just now left with one player from Navi. But they did win that fight at the end of the day. But let's see who got the kills for Navi. Venom got 2. Did look like some of his players. Lordwing got 2 as well. So you could say it was a 2v4. But we all know it's not just that. Alright, I'm gonna go get me some water. My voice cracking up a bit. So yeah. we're back in this. We're back in this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So for now, we got only 9 people watching. So this experiment is not, well, not working as much as I thought it would. But let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes. From the second game, we'll probably share out the stream as much as I can. But for now, I'm trying to see if, yeah, that works. At least if you're here on the stream, I know that, yes, you're loyally coming. And loyally coming in. Maybe you came here from Jesse sharing out the stream on several different places, which is cool. But yeah, I want to see how far we can go without me inviting people. All right, let's take a look at the game and see where several different people are at right now. You can see people holding up their different spots. Navi not too far away from the Bulls. The Bulls NSD holding pretty much what is like a really good central region. You can see Active Gaming holding up that 2-2 split. Several different teams do that, but that zone shifting all the way towards that northwestern region, just around Hospital, and everyone needs to get into their backs. Now hold up, just watch what's going to happen, because it's about to get really dangerous, as several different teams are just going to load up right now and start to get into that zone. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, you can already see the guys from XA heading towards that central region within that zone. You do see S7 as well, pulling up a very similar rotation. SA is about to pull up on B7, and you can see already that they do spot that team right there and decide to move on to another building. That's definitely what you do see from a lot of scouts who do make the move, and after scouting that region, deciding, hey, you know what, we're just going to move into another position. S7 have several different teams. The boys from Godlike just rotating around them and popping up shots onto their region. You can see they evade that and do decide, hey, you know what, we're just going to get out of that position. We're just going to get out of that space and move to another. You can see several different teams as well headed towards that central region. You do see NSD just pulling up onto what I believe is Hospital, with several different teams just around there. ICE as well losing one player. They're coming up right next to the boys from Active Gaming, and Cloud pretty low right now, right next to Vegas, and they pull up with other players. You can see Ted Bundy just pulling up onto the building exactly where Salma is at, and you got Lala, you got Ted Bundy all pulling up onto this position. Melek is already down, and right now it is just Salma who is at this position, coming up against Lala and Ted Bundy, and they do get that knock right there, leaving ICE with just 2 players left. And the rest of the players just decide, hey, you know what, we're just going to get out of that vehicle. We're going to run away from that. And they're really low, get blown up from the vehicle. And that will be the end for ICE, as they do get taken out by the boys from Active Gaming. Also popping up shots onto the boys from WR. 2 of the players are down. Pretty much got cover right here, so they might be able to get that revive. But Barrow needs to be really careful on how he does take that one, on how he does engage. I do see the boys from NSD not too right there in the Hospital. Just 2 players. And you got Coco Pops, who is in this vehicle right now. I do believe he's just in that vehicle. Probably is offline, because he hasn't healed. He hasn't healed. MMK is pretty much just doing some, So while everyone's made their rotations right now, lost a couple of plays, you do see everyone now has a spot that they're holding up. The boys from WR pretty much trying to get that heal, trying to get that revive right now. But they did lose. Oh, wow. They did lose 1 player to that one. I do think they lost that player to Active Gaming. Active Gaming coming up with 3 kills right there. Turning the sights on to WR. Please do remember to like and hit that subscribe. Let's get things going. Let's get things rolling. Push, 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 push. From the second game, I would like y'all to send out the stream to as much people as possible once this game is done. Let me know right now If the sound's good. All right. And as they're still holding it down here, I'm not sure the boys from FV are fully aware about their location. All right, Active Gaming is pulling up onto some buildings right there. Just holding pretty much what is a central location right now. Several different teams will now be looking to move onto that zone as it shifts again towards a northern region right there in Georgia. Active Gaming now turning on their sights onto what I do believe is just the 2 players from the Habitual. NAVI, I do believe is the last player from NAVI, which is Venom, taking on some shots and popping up onto several different teams. I'm not sure who he sights is on, but it does look like he did get another kill right there. The Bulls as well in some trouble as I do see them lose another player. They're down to just the one guy, which is Zeus, obviously taking on shots from several different regions and several different teams. Let's take a look and see how these guys are going to play. Who's going to win this one? Who's going to take this one home? We do have the boys from ATROX and NEFMI. If you don't know NEFMI is one of the players who wasn't gone. I do believe they've disbanded. I'm not too sure. I cannot confirm my information fully, but I haven't seen them for a while. And yeah, we do have the NEFMI right here. XA pretty much going through a tough one right here as they're up against the boys from WR. Ooh, wait, what? Did he just knock his own player with a nade? What? What manner of gameplay is that? Alright, it's pretty much a 2v2 right now, but I do believe they're up against just Togger right here. Ooh, and China does get the knock right there onto Togger. We do need to be careful because the zone's coming in. Does get another one. Can he heal just in time? But it was not enough. Alright, we just hit the boys from ATROX, popping up shots onto the guards. And they had a pretty good game yesterday. You know, they got a couple of points. I have not seen the leaderboard for myself. Ooh, B7 in some trouble. S7 trying to pull up into that zone, but they do lose a player to that one. They get into that building, but there's several different teams around them. You got the boys from FV holding up an open location, trying to get into that zone, trying to find a spot for themselves as well. But it's just so difficult as there's several different teams around trying to hold up that zone. You got the Godlikes trying to rotate in. but they're losing players fast. The zone's coming in, trying to find a spot for themselves as well. They do come against one of the players from Habitual. They do take him down, send him back into the lobby, but now they're down to just the one player. You can see that zone shrinking again. And so far, it's just S7 is B7 in that zone. 7 different teams need to make their way into a central spot. You do have one of the players from Active Gaming already holding a central one. You can see shots going on to NAVI, who pulls up really close to Cloud. And there's several different teams from Active Gaming now pulling up onto that position. ATROX still holding a position outside that zone. You do see Vigers getting another knock right there. The boys from FV right next to TMB trying to make their way into the zone. You can see Killer popping on shots right there, but they're able to retaliate. Wizard has got to get into that zone. The health is pretty low, but TMB does get taken out, sent back into the lobby. B7 seeing a couple of teams. You got Mickey taking a look at many different teams who are trying to rotate into that zone. You got Roy trying to hold his own down against Wizard, who is up in that building. You got Slim Card, who's pretty much taking a look at them as well. Ooh, but you got the boys from ATROX as well, who are trying as much as possible to hold their own. But that Molly coming in right next to NAVI, taking him down. And it's pretty difficult as it keeps on coming over and over again. But Cloud able to get a knock right there onto ATROX and send them out of the game. Active Gaming pretty much holding their own down with a full squad. But just take a look at this. You got the Wizards and you got S7. I do believe they're in the same building. Let's take a look at this from the aerial view. All right, we're down to 5 teams, 11 players. There's 1 player from WR all the way there. You got 4 players from Active Gaming. You got 3 players from B7. B7, one of the teams you don't want to joke with. Nell and his boys have been pretty much putting in the work right here. Doing a lot. All right, does look like Nell and his boys are pretty much trying to make that push right now. Get into that zone. Everyone's trying to hold a central spot. Everyone's trying to hold a good position. That player from WR pretty much causing some trouble for Active Gaming. You do see Wizard in that building, and I do believe the boys from S7 might be trying to see if they can make that push. Lala's got to get into that zone as well. The boys Mickey and all that trying to get into that zone, but Mickey does get a knock onto Lala. They're able to provide the cover, Cloud and Vigers, but they have lost 1 player. They've been able to get into that zone, reducing it to now 4 teams. WR is one of those teams. Not sure where the 4th team is at. Not too sure. Okay, yeah, right next to them is Wizard, who's just holding this sneaky position in this building right next to S7. He's just holding that position. And right now, I do believe that WR is out of the zone, so they got to come in. It is Active Gaming who's holding sort of like a spot to themselves. They've got 3 players, so they're looking really good in this one. You got WR, who's a solo player, but that nade coming into Vigers' position might be doing the damage, might be enough to put in the work and do that damage. Cloud forming some cover right there, and all of a sudden you do see the players from S7 getting taken out right there by both Vigers. And ooh, that nade coming in from the WR player. You got Wizard pretty much pulling up the huge strats right there. And Barbar is able to get that knock. Whoa! All of a sudden now it's a 1v1. And whoa. Alright. And he is able to get that finish. Now it's a 1v1. So Vigas was trying as much as possible to evade that one, to hold his position down. The nades coming in, but not able to bounce in the right direction. Quickly, guys, who do you guys think is going to take this one? Who is going to get the winner chicken dinner? It is Vigas and it is Barbara. And ooh, he's able to complete it. And he does get the win. Giving WR that win at the end of the day. Active Gaming getting themselves a whole lot of kills. Coming in second place, getting themselves, I do believe it's 12 kills in that second place. Getting some good points for themselves. You also got the boys FV, Wizard pretty much putting in the work right there and getting his team into third place. So we'll just scroll through the rest. You got S7 with 2 kills. You got B7 with 2. You got ATROX with 4. You got NSD with 2 kills. You got BBC with 2. You got Godlike with 6 kills. You got TMB with 2. You got the Booze with none. You got Habitual with none. You got NAVI with 5 kills. You got XA with 3 kills. You got Int with 4 kills. You got the Ice Ladies with 4 kills. Sorry, with no kills. Sorry. You got HK with 3 and you got BT with 3. Alright, guys, that was a great game. We'll be moving into the next game of the night. I do believe that that's going to be a Miramar game. So let's see how it's going to go. Yeah. Let's see. Vigas going all out, being the star of the match in that particular game with 6 kills. And you got the best companion, Godlike Beamer. His teammates obviously gonna love him. And you got Bara pretty much holding it down at the end of the game right there and finding a way to cap that win. Really great game. Let's see how it goes. Alright, guys, thanks for joining on board. Do remember, now we can share out the stream to as much people as possible. I'm going to be doing it myself. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a couple of moments. Like, like, it's not even going to take up to 5 minutes. Enjoy some music in the meantime. Go grab something. So in the meantime, go grab some popcorn, do some... Yeah, get a drink, and yeah, we'll be right back. Play some music in the meantime.
Got time and we're wasted. Got no plans for the night. I love how you look at me. Feeling low, nothing to lose. Can we say it tonight? 'Cause I don't know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind, hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. Or don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. We were on top of the world, had time that we wasted. We were young and so dumb. I knew that you were the one, played our songs all the time. Can we say it tonight? 'Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't come back. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. So I keep pushing rewind, hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again.
Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need to remind me, feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh, Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. I don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud. How I made you scream like a cockatoo. Turn the pussy wave by the shoulder rest with the cockatoo. What you expect? How I forget these thoughts of you. Don't need no reps, I'm in the jet, gon' fly the coop, fly the coop. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Oh, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. I don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my place. Shawty, don't play that game.
Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig life-bilder, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunna ge förut. Det finns ju ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för dig, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. På det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda dig, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig, aldrig, aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig, aldrig, aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Varje gång jag bak på dig, jag tänker vilket gott jo. Jag skulle gå tillbaks i tidigare om allt igen och förstå. Ser det som ett allt, det är dig jag vill wait. Här yardis, de vill bara dra ner oss. Du är fett och vanlig. På det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety. Jag kan nog leda dig, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig, aldrig, aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig, aldrig, aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Jag vet det bara life om igen och jag vet det bara ta din tid. Jag vet det bara life och igen och stay with me, please. Jag vet det bara life om igen och jag vet det bara ta din tid. Jag vet det bara life och igen och stay with me, please. Du lägger tid, du är där för mig. Jag svär mitt liv, kretsar runt dig, baby. Du bär på mina bebek så att när jag visionerar vår framtid. Låt mig hålla dig, baby. Hey, Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig, aldrig, aldrig. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Jag vet det bara life om mig aldrig. Jag vet det bara ta din tid. Jag vet det bara life och en och stay with me. Jag vet det bara life om mig aldrig. Jag vet det bara ta din tid. Jag vet det bara life och en och stay with me.
Hey, what's up, beautiful people? We're back again for another amazing game. We got several different teams popping up right here in drama. We had a really intense first game, but now we're moving on to the second one. We got several different teams lining up all the way from that southeastern region towards that north central position, and I do see several different teams moving towards the same direction. We got Habitual and the boys from B7 heading towards the same region right there in Ahumada. That sounds a bit Nigerian though. Alright. Everyone's pretty much spaced out right now, but I do see NAVI and another team right here in Picado. You might be seeing something going down between them already, as we do see Venom holding it up right next to a couple of players right there. I do believe that's the boobies, yes. I keep calling them boobies. Sorry, booze. That's the Boo eSports. Boo eSports. Or booze. My god. I'm sorry. Someone said that one time on stream and it just stuck. Ooh, Venom getting the knock right there onto Lobby. Getting Lobby down. And get another one. Oh la la. Venom OP. Venom putting in the work right there. He's taking out two players who were close to him. Can now turn his sights onto Zeus and Enigma. Up right here in this auditorium right here. So now he's moving on with his full team. He's not even going for the thirst. They're going for the clean squad wipe right here. They're going in for blood. As you can see, Venom's pretty much on the hunt for where the rest of the players are at. Needs to be careful so that he doesn't get thirsted. Right now, he turns his sights onto Zeus. But you know what, yeah? What if everyone is pulling up onto Zeus and, you know, their last player goes in for that revive? You know? Exactly what I was saying, that they should have gone for the revive, because now he might be able to go in for that revive. Take a look at that. You see what I was saying? They should have gone for the thirst. Because now, all of a sudden, they're up to 3 players. Now they're up to 3 players all of a sudden. So sometimes it's good. It's very useful. Very useful to get those knocks. Sometimes it's very useful. Because Enigma was able to rotate around and get those ones. I mean, they're most likely going to win this fight. Except Enigma comes in with some, you know, yeah, like I said, I mean, they're pretty surrounded right now. But if they had gotten those, you know, those lobbies early on, they might have wiped out the entire team. If Lobby might be able to escape from this one, and now they have themselves only 3 kills. So, as much as we don't like it personally and want to farm OP all the time, sometimes it makes more sense. It makes a lot more sense to just go on and take the entire team out, wipe them out of the game, you know, as much as you can. But they pretty much chase him down, and we'll get that final finish at the end of the game. OP move, OP character, all that stuff. But sometimes, don't take the risks. Just go for that clean finish right there. All right, the ladies from ICE losing 1 player. They do lose Benny. I'm going to keep sights. I do think I see another fight maybe brewing up right here between Habitual and another team. So what team? B7. They're on ground with B7. B7 pretty much doing well so far in the tournament, but now they've come into this game. I do believe they're a man shot. Okay, they're not a man shot. Actually, they got Nell Miki getting a knock right there onto Stair. Stair, who's pretty much done a lot of work in this game, does get taken down, does get knocked tons of sights onto Ayo. Now OP, now OG. boys from Habitual been able to get that revive on, not turning their sights onto the players from B7. They've got one down, might be able to get that thirst. Habitual playing this really smart. And as much as possible to hold a position. Now it's not too close to his team. He's trying as much as possible to draw closer. Shanks just leaving that position, knowing that he might be in some danger. Ooh, I had my double audio on. I've turned that off. Don't worry, guys. Turn that off. It was when I was playing music. It was coming in. Ooh. All of a sudden, right now, B7 is just left with Nell. He's going to be hitting that JP button, getting out of that position. What looked like they were on the upper foot. Now looks like they have to just pretty much just run away from this one. I do believe he does have the opportunity to get out of that position. You see Active Gaming getting pretty close to some other teams. Trying to do that 2-2. Okay, it's not actually a 2-2 split, but yeah, trying to move into better spots. They did take out the boys from ATROX in the last game. So if they do fight on in this one, it might be some, you know, little rivalry going on there. Ooh, and right now, just as we did talk about, it's beginning to happen. Valeria does get taken down. It's just left with Muffin and Jones. And the boys from Active Gaming might be looking to push up onto this one. Jones turning sights onto Cloud, taking out some of the HP from Cloud, but the boys from Active are already pulling up onto that fight. Already see. But it does look like they pretty much decided to get out of that one. You know, they don't want to take it, probably don't want to take it on too early. They're not making that push. You know, sometimes it's just what it is. You feel like you don't have enough meds, you don't have the weapons to take on a fight like that, and it's probably better to just get out of that position and, you know, go get more loot before you take on, you know, fights. So, yeah, that happens. That happens. All right, just as we do expect from a Mirama match, you know, things are moving a bit slowly. We've gotten a couple of fights. A couple of teams have gotten taken down early on. We do have Enigma who's been sent out. B7 losing 3 of their players. But now we got to wait and see how the action does unfold in this particular game. As several different teams such as NSD are pulling up their ways into that zone, heading towards a region where we do see one of the players from HQA just holding his own down right there in Hacienda. We got Navi who's next to a team right next to FB, and all of a sudden they do take down Lodwin. Navi who's gotten a wipe right there. They've gotten 4 kills to themselves early on. Do lose a player right here. And they're not one of those teams who likes to back away from fights, as they do decide that they're going to approach this one. They've got all the loots, but they're coming up against a team from FV who are pretty good as well when it comes to defending their position. They're pretty much deciding, you know what, we're probably not going to push onto this one. FV's got a really good split. They got Wizard. It does seem like Venom is pulling up onto his location. Ooh, one of the players from HQA just get knocked down. They're gonna get pushed by NSD. And I'm pretty much just stalking at this point. Taking a look at to the boys from ATROX. To the ladies and gentlemen from ATROX. Ooh, but a retaliation coming down. And man's gotta crawl out of the way. Alright, I was sharing for a bit, but now we do have some action coming on between Int and XA as they do take out Zeltro. Also, pretty much doing the work right there. They have taken out, I do believe they've taken out 2 players from XA. They got themselves 2 kills. I might be looking to approach this one and take out the rest of the players right there. Alright. Man, this code that I have, as in... One of the boys from NAVI does get taken down, but there are no teams around them. You can see several different teams now will be looking to make their way into that zone. The boys from God popping on shots onto the boys from Int. If you're just joining us on the stream, do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. I see I got to say, yeah, Gun disbanded after the last PMCO. That's a real shame, actually, to see Gun disbanding. You know, it's not. I mean, it's not something that we do love to see, but I do see HQA getting into a fight. Active Gaming losing 1 player right there. You believe while trying to get those rotations going on. Okay, HQA didn't lose a player. They got 1 player knocked down. But it's NAVI as well getting into a fight with FV, taking on some shots. It's like there's several different places where you do see shots going down. FV in some trouble as they do have 2 players taken down. They might be able to get at least a revive onto 1. The other player who's right here, who's been knocked down by BBC. Ifa. Ooh, Chiro trying to come in to get that revive, but that single tap shot taking him down. Oof. Streets are rough. They are rough, man. Said no one is commenting. Why? What do you mean? You guys can't hear me? I was wondering, like, what's happening? It was like, no one is commenting. Why? Alright, the boys from NSD pretty much making those rotations right now. As you can see, them getting taken down by Nehal. BBC down to just 2 players. So obviously, they're just going to get into the vehicle and move on to that location. Try to get that wipe onto what I believe is the last player. Okay, no, the second to the last player from NSD. But he's getting pushed up right now. He's only got a bandage. So that pretty much puts him at a disadvantage coming up against 2 teams. He does need a miracle right here. His teammate has been taken down, and as well, ooh, a Molly doing the damage, sending him back into the lobby. We're down with 15 teams now. You can see different teams trying to get into that zone quite quickly. You have WR trying to make those long rotations. That may work out for them, as you do see them rotating towards regions where there aren't so many teams. BBC, I believe, has lost about 2 players early on in this game. They might be seeing the boys from WR rotating around them, or I've heard them. Let's take a look at FV and see how they're rolling. Yeah, in the zone already. Pretty much just taking a look at several different teams. I do have HQA up against a team right there in front of them. Is the boys from Habitual. HQA is just a 4-man squad. Pretty much trying to get that here on. T-Boy Square says, here we go. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us on board today. Do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Ooh, HQA losing another player right there. It's now just Skinny and Fears. But Skinny goes down. It's just left for Fears. Fears trying to hold his own down as he does take down 1 player from Habitual. Will the smokes be enough for him to try to get that revive? Habitual is trying to get that right here. Giving Skinny some time. Your Shanks up in the corner there. Let's take a look at this team from a wide angle. Motherland Gaming, thanks for joining us on board. Motherland Gaming says fire. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. All right, Fierce trying to put in the work right there, trying to hold his own down. But as well, let's take a look onto the boys from TMB and Active Gaming. Trying to rotate into that zone, but they're getting really damaged. Marama match is really difficult sometimes while you're trying to make those rotations. But ooh, really tough one for several different teams. You do see the boys from Blue Tides all around another team as well. Ooh, and all of a sudden they do lose 2 members. You got Navi right there in front of them, who's trying to make their way into that zone. But Blue Tides right next to Ice as well, trying to hold it down. Several different teams all around the same region, and you do see Salma putting in the work right there, getting knocked up on knock. But I do believe Salma is, well, 1 or 2 members. The last team, we got Habitual right there holding it down. You also got the boys from Int as well. You won't believe in this small sector. We're down to 13 teams. Navi trying to hold it down. Senior's the last one. He's pretty much on 1 HP, trying to get that revive. And what looked like Int was bossing things for a while. He's still them bossing things for a while, because they still got a full squad in this one. WR, who made that lovely rotation, still holding it down with a full team. But Int attracting a lot of attention, now getting taken down, put to the ground. You can see on the kill feed right there, Roy getting a knock. S7 sneaking into this game. You know, one of those teams who sometimes just come in with that late action. TMB Spike got a lot of work to do, as he does have the S7 boys right there in front of him, and Nate might be able to do some damage as the third party is coming into S7, and he's holding up his own quite well, but he's not able to connect. We're down to 10 teams right now. You got Spyco, you got S7. I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna say Chinese name. The Molly not connecting onto S7's position. The Spike of getting a knock right there and getting that thirst. But he's got to move into that zone, and he's still got two players from S7 holding it down right there in the center. You got Godlike as well. You got WR. You got Roy, who pretty much must have sights onto him. Let's take a look at the teams that are left in this one. You got FV, you got WR, you got BBC, you got Godlike, you got one player from NAVI, you got one player from TMB. Spyco's trying as much as possible to stay within this game, get as much kills as he can, rotate away from that position and get into that zone. You got Lord. Now he's pulling up right next to the boys from S7. Comes out from his vehicle and boom, turn sight onto Roy. But oh, that was really close. But from a distance, Roy as well getting taken down. FV trying to move into that zone, but we got WR right there in front of them. They're popping up them smokes. Gonna throw in those nades, but WR coming with a third party and getting taken down as well. God putting in the work onto the boys from WR. They're trying to hold it down. Several different teams in that region. Now we're down to 6 teams left. FV putting the damage onto WR, but they can move out of that location because you also got the Godlike onto their east. You can see that it's pretty much just going out right there. None of them doing the damage that they do expect. And nade on nade, trying to move on to that position where you do have the boss on every. Look at the trajectory of that nade. Down to 12 players. Wait, Godlike just... Okay, that's a smoke. That's a smoke. I do think Henry is trying to pull up onto the boys from S7. He sees Slim Cat just a little bit. One of the WR boys pull up really close to S7. Now he's going to be pulling up right next to Roy, but Roy is able to get that knock right there onto him. It takes him out of the game. Heavy is also pulling up from behind. The boys from Godlike. He does see a lot of players. Just left from the team. That will be the end for S7 as they do get taken out of the game. It is now just 4 players alive. It's a 2v1v1. It's Int Melody, and then Nate putting up onto Int Melody's position as Int Melody is able to get... Ooh, that Nate's really close. Look at how it bounced off. Reach right there to his position. It's a 1v1v1 as long as the heal does not come up from the guys from Godlike. But Henry's been revived. He's been brought back up. And they look like they have the advantage with that heal. Ooh, they're trying to blow up that vehicle. It's a pretty dangerous one right there as Henry does get taken down. And why did he move away? Why did he heal Henry? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But right there, Melody pretty much put it in the work right there and winning that game, taking home that winner chicken dinner, getting 6 kills to himself also. And lovely game. You got BBC in second place with Lord getting 4 kills in the team. You got the boys from Godline getting 6 kills to themselves. And we'll just scroll through all the rest. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on board. We'll be right back with the third game of the night. I do believe it's going to be a Sandhog game. And then after that, we're going to probably have an Arango game again. Let's just take a look at it. You can see that in the description on how the games are going to be played. All right. So we'll be right back with a Sandhog game after this break. Do make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe. Get it back up and let's get into the next one. All right. I'll see you in a couple of moments. Right back. All right, guys, what's going down? We're down for another amazing game. We've had 2 games filled and jam-packed with a lot of action, but we do see the boys from S7 not too far away from another team. I do believe that's habitual. They love to get into those early fights. You do regularly see them getting into those, but there are a lot of buildings to work with right here, so we might not be seeing any confrontation coming down from these teams. We got Shanks, who's not too far away from the boys from S7. But let's see how that goes. Let's see how it does. All right, welcome back into the stream. If you're just joining us on bot, do remember to hit that like and hit that subscribe. We are down to day 2 of stage 3 of the qualifiers. Let's see how this one goes. Let's see how it does. Woo! What do you guys think of playing a competition with no aim assist? 0 aim assist competition. How unasiam? My game just froze. My game just froze. And for some weird reason now the sound. Oh my god. Yeah guys, my system is all messed up. The sound's coming in from my PC, so it's no longer coming in from my headset, so yeah, it's a weird one for me. But anyways, let's see how that goes. The boys from FV are pretty much holding it down. They've gotten themselves 2 kills. I'm not sure what team they took out or what players, but it does look like it's the boys from XA. For some weird reason, my system just had this weird disconnect. And now all of a sudden, the output device has been switched. Some eyes pretty much taking damage right there, but the shot's not being able to connect. They're able to escape from that one. They've also got some Melek behind them. All these teams, NAVI and CRO, moving towards or heading towards pretty much the same direction. Kissing Lordwin turning sights onto the ladies from ice and doing some damage right there. But let's take a look onto HQA. Well, I do believe took out some players. Navi and B7 might be getting into a fight right there. I hope it sounds okay for you guys because the sound's pretty much coming from my system right now. I can't hear it. There's been a glitch in OBS, so yeah, it's all messed up right now. You can see B7 trying to turn sights onto Navi, trying to see if they can get into taking them out. Navi did have one player taking down, which was Ludwin, but he's been able to get that res on. I'm not sure if the boys from B7 might be deciding to push up onto this location. Let's see how that goes. Do you see some of them getting into that vehicle right there? So are they going to push up onto Navi? I mean, it has been said before to me that Navi's not pretty good at defending their location. They're good at getting into attack, but holding up the defense is not their strongest suit. HABITUAL just driving by. One of the players from B7 does get taken down and sent back into the lobby. Now we're trying to hold on their own. So obviously, doing their thing. Oh wow, I've been able to solve the sound thing. Yay. Yay, it's back in my headset. Just had to turn it off and on for a second, and it was back. We were back. We're back in the business. Killer Machine says, Amina Akfire, welcome to the stream. Do remember to hit that like and hit the subscribe. Thanks for joining on board with us. Alright, it is the boys from Eames, Blue Tide, WR are holding it down in this position. WR pretty much in a whole lot of trouble. They're in between two different teams. And you got Sabi GG right next to Int Melody. Intruders pulling up right there, but one of the players does get taken out and lobbied. They're looking like a team that's really hungry to take out the boys from WR. They've also got the ladies from BT in front of them. They're not holding back. They've got one player knocked down. They do take out another one. And all of a sudden, WRs. We got 4 teams in this one. They are turning their sights onto BT. Take out Jealous. Send her back into the lobby. So she's down. It's just left for Serena and Gatsby. They try to hold their own down. 2 players from Eames do get taken down. One of them has been lobbied. It is Melody that has been sent packing back into the lobby. WRC trying as much as possible to hold their own. HQA is lurking not too far away. Streets are rough, man. Streets are rough. Trying as much as possible to run away, get out of that position. Jerky being the last player left on board. You also got the boys from HQA who've been hearing all of this fire and now deciding, hey, you know what, they want to pull up in between now. Now all of a sudden you got Int now being the one in the center as HQA is slowly creeping up onto them. They might be looking to push onto blue sides. Oh, there's an echo. Yeah, there's an echo. There's an echo. Fix the echo. So there's a three-way fight coming down right here. BT pretty much getting damaged right there. Down to just the one player. It's just Gaspy. Sushi just get lobbied. My goodness. All of a sudden things just turn around. They've got to find their way into that zone. But HQA pretty much just lurking around. Taking a look at the boys from Int as they themselves pretty much do that damage. Onto the ladies from BT. If you're not aware, I've been told that BT is a female squad. Correct me if I am wrong. Ooh, trying to pop out that nade. Gaspy does get out of that position, but Slay is having none of that. Slay does get the knock right there. The Intruders successfully been able to take out what I believe is, well, some players from BT. So I do believe it's HQA that got some of those knocks right there. So another third party as well. NSD might be coming into this one as they're pulling up all the way from that western region of HQA. HQA is just holding it down, waiting to see, waiting for the opportunity. And you do know the Intruders have got to find a way to get into that zone. You can see Wise trying to pull up a flank. And Skinny does get taken down. Wise is able to get a knock onto Skinny. Only turning the tide around. Woo. What looked like they were on the back foot for a second is now the Intruders finding a way to come back off. Fierce does get taken down as well. And boys from HQA are now down to just the one player. It's just Report GG. And the Intruders take them out of the game. Pretty much hold their position right here in this particular one. And SD now getting into that fight against the Intruders. Taking the Intruders down to just the one player. Weiss has been taken out of the game, and they're pretty much just going to decide, hey, you know what, we're just going to get out of that position. We're just going to go onto that zone. We're going to leave these wearies really, really low. Really low. You see, NSD is having none of that. They want to get this push. Amir is pretty much trying to see if he can get into another position. And it's really dangerous times for Int. It's not looking good for them as Raw has pulled up onto this position. They've got NSD has got the player who's on the flank. A Slay does get a knock onto one of the players from NSD. They came in to surprise them. They've had several different players going in for that surprise. Slay gets taken out. NSD winning that particular fight and also able to save their teammate. We're now down to 14 teams. We do see Active Gaming not too far away from BBC. Might be seeing some action coming down between these teams, but TMB is also getting into the mix right here. Does look like the Blues have taken down one of the players from TMB. Adelmo is down. There's also Dex who's not too far away as well. ATROX getting into a fight with BBC. Let's take a look at what that is about. It does look like ATROX have lost 2 players to this particular one. And the boys from BBC are looking to pull up right here as ATROX do get taken out. BBC winning that particular fight. BBC came into this game with a 3-man squad, but they were able, that was enough for them to hold it down and take them out. The ladies from ICE pretty much getting shut up by Active Gaming. Very cool, almost getting blown up, but okay, actually, it was Navi. They were getting shut up by Active Gaming, but it was Navi who came up with the kill at the end of the day. Malik is able to pull away from that position and get into that zone. Daniel, the last player for Navi, getting himself some kills right there. Being able to snap them up. Still holding up right here with 13 teams. Habitual trying to get out of that blue zone. Just the last 2 players. AO is low. He's been able to get in, but ooh, all of a sudden they pull up right next to BBC and boom, they get taken out. We're now down to 12 teams left. We might be seeing some action coming down between Active Gaming and BBC as they're not too far away from each other. Got Ted Bundy trying to get away and move into that zone. He's popping out them smokes to avoid getting taken down. Ooh, one of the players from BBC has been knocked. Ted Bundy trying to get back into the house. That buys him some time. Maybe Silver will be able to get that here. I really love this update that PUBG has done, like when someone is talking and all that stuff. You know, like it only exists within those players I'm spectating, like not everybody. Alright, let's turn our sights onto the boys from XA. It's like say versus the Bulls. Versus Boo Esports. They do get Law. It's now down to the Zelstro. Zelstro trying to get that revived just in time before they push onto that building. You see the Bulls pulling up right there and getting a finish, taking them out of the game. Boo Esports putting in a work right there. There's one player from ICE who might be giving the Boo some trouble. Oh, Melly. Noticing the nade pulls out, gets out of that building, but Sensei with a drop shot is able to take Melik down and out of that game. Take a look and see where several different people are at right now. We're down to 9 teams left in the lobby. And every team will be looking to make their way into that zone. You got NAVI Senior up against 3 players from FV. Let's see how he does. He does take down 1. Ooh, now it's down to just 2 players. He's able to get that thirst. Ooh, NAVI Senior gets another knock. And the third one! Look at that! Talk about OP! Who is this nigga? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Go lobby your kills before they take them out. Go lobby your kills before they take them out. Alright, we got active gaming in some fight. 2 players from active have gotten down. Trying to get their heals right here. You can see Viger's getting the knock. Ooh, what? Ooh. Really tough one. Lala's trying to get in the mix of that one. But BBC putting in the work right there as they're down to just 2 players. Lala was away from his team. Just take a look at it. Senior is still alive. He's still holding it down. Let's take a look at this position where you got the bush. They pull up and take them out. Blues now taking a look onto the position where NSD is at. They might be pulling up onto that position themselves. You got the boys from NSD just chilling in that building. They've wiped the team, and now we'll be looking to get into that zone. So you've got only the Booze holding it up in that zone. You got Lalo, who's the last teammate for Active Gaming, just taking a look at the boys from BBC. Not healed up right now. He's trying as much as possible not to make any move. They've not spotted him. They haven't seen him. But they're pretty much on that search right now. He's just holding on. He's just waiting. Patiently. Waiting. You can see Lord pretty much moving towards his direction. Lala takes a shot onto him. And they're in for some trouble. He does know this. Surprised that Lord has not spotted him. It's really surprising. Try to see what Lord sees. See it from his point of view. Lala's just right there. But I couldn't spot him. Alright, everyone's not trying to make their way into that zone. See the boys from Navi Senior still putting in the work right here. He does get himself some other knocks. You can see we're now down to 6 teams. Lala putting in the work onto BBC from behind. He does get taken out. BBC down to a 1-man squad. So right now, it is Lord trying to get that revive to give his team more options. Oh, why isn't this thing clicking? NSD pretty much holding their own down in that zone. It is 4 teams that are 2v2, v1, v1. And I'm curious to see how they do finish this one out. Senior still trying as much as possible to fight his way in this game. Turning the sights onto the boys from BBC. Because see if he does get another knock onto them. He's been playing well so far. He's got himself a whole bunch of kills. It's 7 kills. Pretty much just carrying his team on his back so far. And he's popping on them smokes, providing himself with the cover. He knows that he's got NSD just west of him. And he's got to get himself into that zone. So he's smoking around that entire region. Let's see how he does. Moving in right there, but the boys from NSD are not having any of it. They do spot him. Speed takes him out of the game. And let's take a look at how this one's going to play out, as you do have 2 players from NSD, BBC, and CMB all chilling in this final spot. Let's see how it does play out. It's a 2v2v1. And who is going to get home that winner chicken dinner? Do leave your predictions quite quickly as you are watching this. NSD holding it down. No one's in that center. I'm rooting for Dex. Dex has still got to get into that zone. 2 of these teams might be fighting it out, focusing on themselves, while he may just come in from behind and get that win. But he's got to battle with the zone as well. So that's definitely going to provide some disadvantage. You got Kratos, who's sitting down in a position where he's not bothered about the blue zone immediately. So that might provide him some cover against Amir and the rest. You can see them throwing in those nades, trying to find a way to take out one of the players from NSD. Let's see how that goes. Although from a view, from both ends, it looks like there's no high ground. Ooh, just check out Speed and the knock, the next grenade, taking him out of the game. They don't need to be, Kratos asked, they don't need to be on all charts before you hear them anymore. No. It's not that. I mean, if someone turns on their all charts before, like no, even if I'm switching teams, I'll still be hearing them. But now, except I tune onto that team, that's the only time I hear the all charts. Alright, winner chicken dinner going to BBC, fighting it out, getting themselves 10 kills in this particular one. NSD doing pretty well for themselves as well, getting a whole bunch of kills with 12 kills right there to the name. You got the boys from TMB in 3rd place, getting 5 kills. You got NAVI with real senior man, getting 7 kills alone, but the entire team coming up with 8 kills and carrying his team all the way to 4th place, grabbing a lot of points along the way. You got the boys from Boo getting themselves 7 kills right there. You got Active Gaming with none. You got Godlike with 2. You got B7 with none. You got FV with 2. You got Ice with 2. You got XA with 2. You got WR with 3. You got Habitual with none. You got ATROX with none. You got Int with 6. You got HQA with 5. You got BT with 1. You got S7 with none. Alright guys, beautiful game. I do believe we're going into our last game of the night. So thanks to everybody who's been watching, who stayed on board with us. Let's get into it, and we'll be right back in a couple of moments for our final game of the night. Don't go nowhere, grab some popcorn, come back into the game, and I'll see you in a couple of moments.
Oh my mate, eh, you made a permanent home in my head. You moving like a goddess, come my way. Your hips on the move, only a real one can do what you do. I caught a body, but you was the shooter. Damn, shot me down one time. Now you wanna hug me down long time. Funny how the love can change sometimes. So we say, hey, pack up the bago. I'm pulling up on you. Let me show you my world. Oh. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes.
casino en América. Quiero bambino contigo, ma. Te beso bien suave en el limón, ma. Quiero con vino limón rosado. Tu cuerpo es un carnaval, yeah. Tus ojos trascendental, y tu espíritu natural. Me enamora con besos en el final, yeah. De África al tropical, nuestro amor es transnacional. Lo que tenemos presidencial, aquí la vista es
Show me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Can't wait to show you off. Come out, I'm pulling up. Come out, I'm pulling up, yeah.
oh ma. Lo que tengo contigo, ma. Esto está fijo, ma.
She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got me, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. She told me that I make her feel alive. I can see the goodness in your eyes. We can take a trip, just you and I. You got it. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-oh, yeah. Thought I met you at the wrong time. Then you caught me on that one night. Girl, I wanna know how this thing get out of my control. Zip line into your timeline. Hey, that body don't lie. I didn't care for the hype, yeah. But when I saw you tonight, ooh, girl, you know just what you're doing. I'll go 1,000 miles to show you that I'm right for your love. Hey, keep breaking necks when you passing them by. Make sure they know that you taking love in your vibe. Let's be forever tonight, and I will let you make up your mind. But I can't wait. Where you coming over? Let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur. Let me drive that. Yeah, I can't recall when you came through that door, yeah. Glowing like a headlight, independent all the way, got her bread right, yeah. Hard to ignore, sexy body make a jaw hit the floor. Won't you come over now? Just let me hold you down. Nothing else matching your type, nothing else matching your type, yeah. Oh, I feel the magic in the air. And when you give me a taste, I swear. When you give me a taste, let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur. I will let you make up your mind, but I can't wait. When you coming over, let me be your chauffeur, baby. I will keep on calling you love till you do the same. Let me take it over. Drive it like a chauffeur, like a chauffeur.
Hey, thanks for joining on board with us so far. So we're about to get into the next game of the night. It's been a really cool day so far. I hope you guys have been having fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let's get into the next game of the night. The teams are already getting in, so let's see how they do. Do remember, guys, to hit that like and hit that subscribe. Let's get in. Let's get in to see more and more action going down, all right?
Every time I come around you, baby girl,
Yeah.
nothing doesn't feel the same.
Thanks for being on to us. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to the boys from Unsullied Army for organizing this competition. Let's see how it goes. Thanks to everyone who's hit that subscribe, hit that like. We're up to 1,120, but we can keep going up. We can going up. The next roadmap is to get to 2,000 subscribers, so we're not stopping. We'll keep going, but always remember to turn on those notifications. Okay, it's always going to be on Vertical TV. It's always going to be, you know, content that you like. All right, so whenever you turn on the notification, you know that, you know, there's no need to remind you, there's no need to miss out on any action or any video that's being released. You can always be informed, so please turn on those notifications. Okay, just click that bell, so that, you know, YouTube will notify you every single time there's a competition. All right, so you can get with us same time tomorrow. Okay, don't be reminded, just wait. All right, just know that we are going to have this. All right, I'll try as much as possible to create an event for the next game immediately after this game, so that you guys can just, you know, leave a reminder right there. All right, let's get into the next game and let's see how it goes. All right, let's go. You can see that flight map paths within, you know, that northwestern region towards that southwest region right there, going all the way from Zaki towards that region around Ferry Pier and military base. You can see some teams jumping and landing towards that Zaki region. You can see B7 landed in the same spot, but they just decide, you know what, to get out of there. I do think it is INT and TMB also coming up around that North Georgia Pool region. You have FV at Hospital. NSD sitting out at that South Georgia Pool. You have Godlike around the crates in Georgia, up that South Georgia Pool. Active Gaming as well, heading towards those regions around Farm. You got BBC also within the same regions as well. And also, I do see the boost, so a whole lot of teams heading towards the same direction. I'm curious to see how they do fare out in that place. Several different teams are all lining up right there. Let's take a look and let's see. We got Cloud on ground right here. Ooh. Cloud trying to battle it out with Kratos and is able to take him down right there. Several different teams trying to pull up onto his position, or his other teammates trying to pull up onto his position. Oh, they're both fighting it out for who wins that fight. Now they can go off and get that loot. BBC losing one player early on. Now down to just a 3-man squad. The Blues deciding to just leave that position. Probably heading towards other regions around Muta. Everyone's just going to go off, try to see how much they can loot so far. Into the rest of the boys are dangerously close. I wish there was a way to view this map, and change the map that is not so big, you know? Like, it's so big, it covers everything. I don't need this side, do I? Oh, we gotta manage it for now. Alright, you got Eames, you got TMB. Inters with the Intruders and with a 3-man squad right here. Alright, Active Gaming and BBC might be getting into a fight, as Active Gaming is taking on one of the players from BBC, taking out Kratos from the game. And you got Cloud and Lala, who are not too far away from the rest of the BBC boys. I do see them trying to get into a vehicle. Maybe they might be trying to get that push. Your Cloud and Lala just driving within that buggy towards another region, so might not be a contest coming down between the two of them. But Vigus is still alone, and if the boys from BBC do catch him out, they might be looking to get that revenge onto him. So he's got to be careful. But already he's on the move, getting away from that position where they are at. It doesn't look like much is going to be happening up with that one. Several different teams are pretty much spaced out right now, and it's down to the next zone before we may see teams going at each other. I'll turn on to Godlike. They're pretty much in a split right now. I do believe that's supposed to be them trying to get in some loot. The ladies from ICE have pretty much not had an incredible day. We got 2 female teams right here in this game so far anyways. It does look like Navi is in some trouble. As one of the players, Senior, does get taken down. But he has been taken down from a distance. Might be able to get that revive. Ice as well is also getting into a skirmish with another team. Might be able to get that revive just in time. Everyone's looking to find a way into that zone. Rozok is empty though. That's a good entry point into any region right now. Several different teams might be looking to get into that spot. And Macy, Active Gaming, or Booze looking to pick up that spot within Rozok. But it does look like Navi has gotten into a really close proximity with the boys from Godlike. It is Henry right there, and you can see Venom pretty much just on the lookout for where exactly that Godlike player is at. Lordwin pulling up from behind and getting the knock right there onto Henry. They pretty much get the thirst right there. Godlike losing another player. Or losing one player. It's just one player that lost. You know, someone was asking me earlier on today, like, why don't I have like all the notifications for when people subscribe? I feel like I'm gonna do all of that. I just never got into it. Active Gaming is in a fight. Lala getting taken down. Pretty much trying to rotate. Active Gaming is in a player. They take out his buggy. Taking out 2 tires from there. The top one. Oof. Man, Rozok was empty and has a bridge. No one thought of going there. Ooh la la. Alright, we're getting into those final moments, but we still got 18 teams left on board. You got ATROX Jones trying to pull up a NAVI. Get those single fires up against the boys from NAVI. You know NAVI for being very notorious for making those quick pushes. Got TMB holding it down. Oh, maybe some ice could just pull away from that position. ATROX trying to get closer and closer towards NAVI. So our final game of the night. You can already see several different teams that got like rotating into that central position of that zone. Let's take a look and see how it's going to go down. You got the boys from Godlike, not so far away from Habitual. The boys from Habitual might be able to spot one of them and take them down. You got Ayo, who does look like he's actually AFK. I guess the boys from Shanks and Cole might be definitely unhappy about that one. They pull up onto that position where you do have AO. Not sure what exactly the plan is for them. But they're deciding to hold this. They're holding up not too far away from Godlike. Many different teams are looking to get into that central spot, into that central location. Because as you can see right now, that zone has made that shift. Rozak is still in the zone, by the way, just as I predicted. And it's got a bridge that pretty much is like one of the best places for teams to rotate through. S7, who's not too far away from NAVI, rotating in. They've got blue tides on their tail as well. That might be getting into a whole lot of trouble. But we do see Habitual coming up against Godlike, or Godlike getting really close to them. There was AO who was down, but it does look like he's back up. They're close to each other, but they're not getting into a fight for now. There's Navi and S7 who begin to unravel things. With Unchained taken down, most likely will be revived. But knowing Navi, they love to make those push. Once they get a knock, Ludwin and their brothers are doing the work into getting the push right here. As you can see, they do come in with a vehicle and hit on 2 people. And all of a sudden, what? Look at that! Whoa! Just like that. Just like that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, can see the boys from Navi putting in the work right there and getting that squad wipe in a matter of seconds. Getting 2 knocks with a vehicle and going in for the finish right there. GG's to them. You can see Beast 7 pulling up not too far away from the ladies from ICE. And Mickey might have decided, hey, you know what, I may be pulling away from this one. They may have spotted a team, but they're not pulling away. Joji pretty much just holding it down for her teammates. They got Mickey, they got several boys, Nell and Cole, blowing up the vehicle, destroyed the Tesla right there. How do you destroy a Tesla? Why would you destroy a Tesla? Hope you're having fun. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. I should have actually turned on balance, you know? Should have actually turned that on. Made the graphics nicer since. I don't know. I forget to do that. I'll do that tomorrow. Ooh. Oh, BBC getting pretty damaged. They just left in Nehal. Woo! That was close. That was close. Alright, Enigma getting the last knock onto Nehal. BT Blue Tides not too far away from the boys from Int right there in that circle. Habitual was also in the mid. Okay, actually, that's not Int. That's not Int. That's another team. Int is fighting all the way against Habitual right here. They've taken out one of the players. Let me take a look. It's actually NSD who is next. Melody wise, they have only had a 3-man squad for the day. About to throw in the nade all the way onto Stair to get that finish. The nade actually does not hit. Ooh. Shanks is also really low to throw in the nade onto that position. Ped KD might be able to put in the work right there. The smoke's coming into that region. He's got to be careful. The different teams such as HQA are pretty much rotating around there. Drop your prediction, guys. Who do you think is going to win this one? Who's going to take this one at the end of the day? The third party coming in from WR. Putting in the damage, putting in the work right there. As I do believe the boys from Eames have been sent back into the lobby. Or we're taking down a couple of them. Wait, what? No, actually. Who did they take out there? No. Nah, they didn't take out anyone. Ooh, blue ties. Sabrina does get taken down. It's just left with Jealous and Gatsby to find a way to hold it down for their teammates. You got to get into this fight. 2 players from NSD about to pull up onto that position where you got Jealous. Jealous is the last member for her team. She's got the boys from NSD right there, but they pull up onto that building and they're able to get that knock, get that clean wipe. They didn't lose any member. They got a couple knocked, but they obviously will be able to get that revive right there. Up against Lobby, it's a skinny. Ooh, really tough one right there. The cover fire coming in for Lobby. Lobby has 2 players down. Donkey's trying to put in the work right there. Trying to carry the teammate and get a revive right there until one of them, but the third party is just coming over and over again. The shots just keep coming in, making it difficult for them to pick up their teammates. Alright, Navi's down to just a 2-man team left. There's several different teams around them. There's a lot of attention going down. You got the boys from HQA also in some battle with Intruders. Trying as much as possible to find a way to hold their own down, but NSD, who were in a fight earlier on, are now going up against XA. Got themselves 5 kills so far. Look at that player from XA. You got Law. They lost 2 players from their team, and now they all need to get into that zone. I'm reading the chart, and Jesse said something, and Agatha was like, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" All right, Senior trying to get a revive onto Black. Like, let's get taken out. Skinny. It's here down to just one player. And that need going to turn things around as Report GG needs to find a way to get his teammate back up. If he can revive Skinny, then it's back to a 3v3 versus the boys from Int. And they would have lost only one player. Just when it looked like things were really bad, they might be able to get a chance, as the Intruders might be looking to push their way into that zone right there. Melody and his boys need to get in, and Nade into that position might be able to turn things around. They're pretty much smoking that region. And that Nade coming in right there. One of the players, Slade, does get taken down. Intruders are not looking too good right here. Melody has got to step it up, get that revive just in time. Go Wise trying to keep the boys from HQA quite busy. Now it's cooking up them nades. And if he does get another knock, and boom, sends out Skinny out of the game while knocking Report GG. Now turns the sights onto Fears. There's the last one for the team. The Intruders about to wipe the boys from HQA. Except Fears has something to say about it. Oof. Alright, the Lady Some Eyes coming up against B7. A couple of the players getting taken down. B7's got to make their way into that zone. Really, really tough one. We're down to 9 teams. That's me starting up with the Mini 14. Going in the damage. Pretty much approaching the boys from Intruders. Turns the sights onto NSD Raw. Takes NSD Raw out of the game. Ooh. Nefmi getting taken down by Godlike. Some ATROX pretty much getting tagged up right there by Godlike News. Morphine has been gone down. ATROX now down to just 2 players. And Jones gets taken down as well. All of a sudden, ATROX being put to the test. Intruders going in and working this game. Have 9 kills to their name. They still got a 3-man squad. Godlike is another team with a 3-man squad. He turned the sights into several different teams. Behind the smoke, Norris is able to get that knock onto Dex. Using the heat marker effectively. Intruders have lost 1 man as well. Senior goes out to the zone. has got his side all set down. With a return fire from TMB, does take Neros down. He's trying as much as possible to put in the damage onto them. But Dex and Aldemo are having none of that. Aldemo trying to pull up onto their position. Maybe throwing a nade into that window. Might be able to turn things around for them. Let's see how that one goes. Woo! What? Oh, the boys from B7 can take him down, send him out of the game. We're now down to just a 3-man squad. It is Godlike chilling with 3 players. They're looking really strong in this one. Int has had a really good game, Melody and his brothers, but they have been taken down. It's now left to him to find a way to see if he can win this game, as they have probably gotten one winner chicken dinner. I do believe it was in the Miramar match, and they got a winner chicken dinner. But we're down to just the 3 teams left. It is Godlike, it is B7, and it is Intruders. Who's going to grab home that win? Is it going to be Godlike, who've got the cover of the buildings, sending out the nades onto that position where you do have Melody? He's trying to evade them as much as he can, sending back his own nades and return towards that position where you do have Lazy. You can see Lazy pulling back onto that building, going into that drop. Let's see if Melody can spot him. They've got to get 1 or 2 knocks to make the difference right here. You do have Badman, who might be on site to spot Melody and take Melody out. To be curious to see who actually does win that duel between the 2 of them. Let's see how the battle goes. Do leave your predictions, guys. Who do you think is going to win this one? Melody does get taken out, leaving it to 2 teams at the end of the day. It is Godlike versus B7, Killfield and Badman versus Lazy Neuros. Just see who actually does win this one. They're popping up them nades. Ooh, but at the end of the day, Godlike, the gods, finally winning that one home and getting that winner chicken dinner right there. I'd just like to say a big thank you to everybody who joined on board with us for today, who hit that like, who hit that subscribe, who watched us on board. It has been fun. It has been great. Thanks to everyone. We'll see you guys same time tomorrow, so do remember to turn on those notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, it is bye-bye from everyone right here at Vertigo. I'll see you soon.
Wasted, got no plans for the night. I love how you look at me, feeling low, nothing to lose. Can we say it tonight, cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again, so I keep pushing rewind. Still by my side, we can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Start to repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. We were on top of the world, had time that we wasted. We were young and so dumb. Songs all the time. Can we say it tonight? Cause I don't wanna go. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't come back. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again, so I keep pushing rewind. Hoping you're still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind, dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again. pick up the pieces that we left unsaid. I know the tension's gone now, and that you won't stay here. Keep looking back, don't wanna forget you. Yeah, I wanna do it all again, so I keep pushing rewind. Hoping you'll still by my side. We can't get lost in time. But don't you wanna do it all again? Stuck on repeat in my mind. Dancing with you by my side. We can't get lost in time. Yeah, I wanna do it all again.
Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need to remind me, feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do, I got a lot to do, I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud, how I made you scream like a cockatoo. Turn the pussy wet by the shoulder rest, what the cockatoo. What you expect, how I forget these thoughts of you. Don't need no reps, I'm in the jet, gon' fly the coop, fly the coop. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my place. Shawty, don't play that game. Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need you in mind. Me feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. I don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my. Got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. I got a lot to do. At the crack of dawn in the dark of night, what I got to do? I'ma make it loud, how I made you scream like a cockatoo. Turn the party way, about to show the rest what the boy can do. What you expect, how I forget these thoughts of you. Don't need no reps, I'm in the jet, gon' fly the coop, fly the coop. Shawty, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. Oh, don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I won't keep you safe. Time that I relocate. I don't play that game. Shawty, don't play that game. I know my place. Shawty, I know my place. Shawty, don't play that game.
Jag minns ju den tid du gav mig life-bilder, yo. Nu vill jag kunna ge tillbaka allt jag inte kunnat ge förut. Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för det, baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. Och det jag lägger all min tid, jag vill ha det. Du får mig känna safety. Ni kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än det. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än det. Varje gång jag bak på det, jag tänker vilket kap jag har gjort. Jag skulle gå tillbaks i tid, göra om allt igen och förstå. Ser det som ett allt, det är det jag vill wifa. De här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. På det jag lägger all min tid, jag vill ha det. Du får mig känna safety. Ni kan nog leda, baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än det. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Jag vet det bara life om igen och jag vet det bara ta sin tid. Jag vet det bara life om igen och stay with me, please. Jag vet det bara life om igen och jag vet det bara ta sin tid. Jag vet det bara life om igen och stay with me, please. Du lägger till, du är där för mig. Jag svär mitt liv kretsar runt dig, baby. Du bär på mina bebek så att när jag visionerar vår framtid. Låt mig hålla dig, baby. Hey, yeah. Kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Aldrig kommer aldrig känna så här för någon annan än dig. Jag vet det bara life om mig. Jag vet det bara ta din tid. Jag vet det bara life om igen och stay with me. Jag vet det bara life om mig.